Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Kaptify Consulting Investor Relations team, I welcome you to the H2 and FY26 post-earnings conference call of United Heat Transfer Limited. Today on the call from the management, we have with us Mr. Yogesh Patil, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Vinayak Parab, Chief Financial Officer. As a disclaimer, I would like to inform all of you that this call may contain forward-looking statements, which may involve risk and uncertainties. Also, this is a reminder that this call is being recorded. I would now request the management to detail us about the business performance highlights for the period ended March 2026, the growth perspective, and the vision for the coming years, post which we'll open the floor for Q&A. Over to the management team.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. You
Yeah,
can
I'm
go.
audible.
Yes, sir.
So, the people who are attending this meeting, all are existing, or we had discussion with them already, or we need to take them through the product profile, company background, and all these things.
No, sir, we can run us through the presentations. There are many participants in this who might be new to the company as well. So we'll just run the presentation for them.
Okay. So, you start with the presentation.
Sure, sir.
So, we introduce ourselves as a heat exchanger manufacturing company. United Heat Transfers Limited, incorporated in 1995, as a company who fabricate for this sugar industries and all this things. Gradually, we evolve ourselves as a prominently heat exchanger manufacturing company. We manufacture heat exchangers, pressure vessels, skids, then again the moisture separators. In heat exchanger, there are major three categories in the heat exchangers. One is a plate type heat exchanger, other is shell and tube, and air cooled heat exchangers. We are into shell and tube heat exchangers and air cooled heat exchangers. We manufacture all type of pressure vessels, supplies through various industries over the period of time. Since last 30 years, we have created a good track record. Again, our heat exchangers are used by various industries since very long. We started in 1995 with the small fabrication shops. Then we got ISO certification in 2007. We started our shop, the current registered office, which we have established in 2007. Then, considering the requirement of air-cooled heat exchangers and heavy engineering equipments, we set up the second plant, which is Tadega, which is near to Nasik. In 2021, we have post-COVID, it has become operational. So there we are mainly focused towards manufacturing of heavy engineering equipments, which we supplies to the OEMs and projects. We are USTAMP registered company. We are USTAMP certified company since last more than 10 years. USTAMP is a authority or the pioneer body who certify the quality of our work, mainly engineering work, where the fabrication involved. It is the American Society of Mechanical Engineering who defines the standard and monitor it on yearly basis whether we are manufacturing according to the standards and not. This enables us to export the product throughout the world. There are some other certifications which are required that also we have obtained. For Canadian certificate, we have Canada to supply to Canada, Australian DOS to supply to Australia, CPD for Europe. All these certification we already have. Just Mr. Yogesh Patil and Mr. Vivek Patil, two brothers who are incorporated or initiated this founding stone of United Heat Transfers Limited. Mr. Yogesh Patil takes care of finance, operations, and Mr. Vivek Patil takes care of the technical side of this business, where this engineering is required or development is required. We have segmented our customers in majority three categories. That is, in OEM, there are auto OEM and OEM, and some are the EPC project operating companies. So OEM is the business where we supply to the compressor manufacturers or other manufacturers who require the heat exchanger for their product or their skid. And auto OEM, where we are supplying the heat exchangers which required for heavy engineering equipments like firefighting engines, shipping boats, off-highway equipments on the schedule basis based requirement. These are supplied to the manufacturer on a particular schedule based type. We, as a United Heat, we have a strength of engineering end-to-end solutions and manufacture and supply that. It is like that sometimes the customer or this end user come to us with their specific requirement, then we design or engineer the product, then manufacture it and supply to them. We are comply with the global standard TEMA, ASME. Already I have discussed API. Then other than this, we have Canadian certificate. We are export directly, indirectly. We are exporting to entire world, mainly on the Europe and Europe, UAE, and America. So these are the broader prospectus of our business. In auto OEM, we design the equipment and supply it on schedule basis. OEM, sometimes it happens that we design the equipment and supply as per their requirement, or sometimes it happens it will be repeated order. In case of project, it is a customized supply where they give us the parameters, we design, engineer, and supply to them. Our core dominant is heat exchangers and pressure vessels. Uh, and our specialty is into handling the exotic metals. Next slide. See, these are the air-cooled heat exchangers which I have discussed earlier. Now, in current scenario, considering this environmental requirement and scarcity of water, and this product is more eco-friendly. So, the larger product projects in where the water scarcity is there, or otherwise also people are preferring to have the air-cooled heat exchangers. These heat exchangers are a little bit costlier is compared to the shell and tube heat exchangers, but operating life and their maintenance cost is less. Again, they are non-polluting, or the atmospheric air is used as a cooling media, and that save a lot of water. So it is a requirement of today's world that they should use this kind of heat exchangers, and we see that this market for air cooled heat exchangers is growing faster than the shell and tube or plate type heat exchangers. Charge air coolers are this product which we are supplying for the engines. Extended surface heat exchangers, there are very few players who are manufacturing these kind of heat exchangers. We are one of them. These are heat exchanger contained tube as well as the fins, which extend the cooling surface area for cooling. So these kind of heat exchangers we are predominantly supplying to Ingersoll Rand and Atlas Copco and worldwide. Other than this, jacket water heat exchangers, these are used in submarines. These are used in shipping boat and all this type of applications where this water application is there. Again, in marines, heat exchanger, we have developed some product for marine applications where the material is exotic material, which is non-corrosive material we need to use. Moisture separator is widely used, but this is the product which we have developed in recent past. So right now it is in the process. We are supplied to some client, but we are aggressively planning to market this product. Vessels, we are manufacturing various type of vessels. Process kits is the combination of heat exchangers, wall, piping, and all these things that we manufacture as per the requirement of customers. Shell and tube is our core product which we are manufacturing. Again, these other heat exchangers are these are the bundles or which we can use into this what we can say air cooled heat exchangers. Next. See, currently we are located at this Ambad plant, which is established in 2007. And another plant which I have mentioned in earlier my discussion, that is around 27-28 kilometers from our current location. There we have 13 acres of land. Currently, we are occupied, say, hardly one third, one fourth of the land. Again, we are now in the process of extending the workshop area, for which we have got approval, and the construction has started. And we expect that to be completed in next, say, 5 to 6 months. So this is mainly because we are getting some opportunities or inquiries from the client where we see that the shop floor area will become a limiting factor. So that is the reason we decided to expand that area. These are the entire equipments or machinery required in the process of manufacturing of heat exchangers, which we have in-house, which gives us the competitive advantage in terms of delivery times and the cost. We have cutting facility in-house, machining we do in-house, rolling, drilling, welding. We have good qualified welders, and the quality of welding is appreciated by client like Hitachi also. So this is the main core strength of our industry that we are doing. Then again, fin stamping is there. Short blasting is have in-house. Coating we do. The anti-corrosion coating is required when we supply the heat exchanger, which is used in salty water. So that also we have in-house. So these are the requirement which we are fulfilling to maintain the quality which is required by our clients, and which enable us to export our product worldwide. Mainly our even though our direct export is low, but our customer use our product in the package which are ultimately exported to Asia Pacific and Europe. So see, we basically, in nutshell, what we can say, what competitive strength we are having, we are the company where we manufacture the heat exchangers uh, based on the engineering parameters. We are not just a fabricator like somebody asked us to manufacture the sales. We understand their requirement, we visit their site, uh, study their requirement and design the equipment, get it approved, and then supply it to them. Again, we are supplying the equipments which are in operations since last 10 years, 15 years, in what I can say, in salty water applications also. So that gives us strength to the customers or our buyer. Uh, Again, heat exchanger is a critical application component in entire the product project. So the past track record and the quality has more important in this kind of process. So that gives the competitive advantage over others. Sectors we cover, we mainly right now we are mainly supplying to refinery, oil and gas compressors. We are focusing towards diesel gas genset. We are supplying HVAC. We are supplying to mainly in the segment where this heat exchangers or specialized piping is required, whether we are doing in HVAC, mainly towards data center and what we can say, like that requirements we are catering to. Petrochemicals, refinery, all these are there. So food and beverages we are doing, but that market is pretty small. So major focus is towards the data center, HVAC related requirements, oil and gas, refineries, compressors. These are the main products we are looking at, and the heavy engine manufacturers for the schedule based requirements. So these are the customers to whom we are supplying regularly. Auto OEM customers: Cummins, Kirloskar, Weichai, Millicron, Vetters, Greaves, ASB. These are the regular customers to whom we are supplying on the schedule based. OEM customers major are the IR, Atlas Copco, Burkhard, Siemens Energy. Sometimes it comes under project or sometimes comes under OEM kind of requirement. Granger also same way. Hitachi, we are working on one order which is a trial order which is expected to supply in somewhere in June, July. That will then it will be a regular supply to them. LG is there. Paul filtration is there. Suler, we have already supplied a few trial orders now. Edwards, we are doing some project with them. Zytel, Bush Vacuum, these are the customers we recently added. Triveni Engineering, that also we are working on them. We expecting good orders from FS compressors. We are also registered with EL, so there we get good business from them. Chart is now a main focus. Of their focus is also on the Asia Pacific market, and all this European brand they are trying to source the material from basically from India or Asian region, mainly because the developments are in the oil and chemical is in Asia Pacific and Africa. So these being a price competitive market, they are looking to people like us to suffice their requirement. These are the areas where our product are directly, indirectly get applied or supplied. Uh, we are directly exporting to France. Then Italy we have supplied, Germany we have supplied, US also we have supplied. Way forward, if you ask, we have developed some data center cooling distribution solutions, which we are now, that is also a trial order we have the process of dispatching. So once that get completed, we expect good business from that side. Again, they need some heat exchangers, which will add another business to our area. We are to improve the margins. We are focusing towards export market, where we are now supplied a trial order to IR USA. Again, Hitachi is the export business. Vertiv is again export business. Soler Argentina is also we are developing this for export business. So these are the client which again air compressor Canada we have supplied to them, and now the regular order flow started from them their side. So we expect to grow the export in next 2 to 3 years to a good level. Initial facility, all we discussed that to improve the overall efficiency, we are planning to improvise some machines or processes by semi-automation or automation, which is on the card. Once we complete the extension of our shop floor or expansion of our shop floor, we'll definitely able to deliver the product or reduce the product cycle, manufacturing cycle to a good level. And that is our aim, because now what we see, the customers are also into hurry. Even the market demands is like that, how fast we can supply, that will improve our margins also. Business highlights we have already discussed. Any specific things we want to discuss, then we will discuss. The revenues have in first half it was post IPO. We are putting a lot of efforts in improving the systems and market penetrations, which has taken a lot of efforts over the period of say last 1.5 years, and we see the results in the this last financial year. We get good business or good tractions in second half, which has resulted into the good business performance. We expect further improvement in this financial year, and we'll try to maintain the momentum. However, the geopolitical issues which is currently going on, we expect to settle down at earliest. Otherwise, that will become a hurdle. That is only the concern. Rest, the team is settled now. We have office in Pune where we are taking care of engineering and sales and marketing. That is all the people's majority of appointment are completed, and this office is fully operational. Uh, in internally also we have some systems and process which we have already developed in last 1 year. These are implemented, which will ultimately result into the improvement in efficiency, where we see that it might happen that metal prices may remain volatile. So mitigate that, we try to minimize our operating cost, and which will support us to maintain the bottom line. Thank
Thank,
you. Thank you. Thank you.
thank you, sir. We'll now move to the Q&A session. All those who wish to ask a question will use the option of raise hand. If you're not able to use the option of raise hand, you can post your question in the Q&A section. So we'll take the first question from the line of Mr. Rohit Barwani. And also, I would request participants to please limit yourself to two questions since there is a big queue here. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for giving me the opportunity, and congratulations to the management for giving such strong results in second half of this financial year.
Thank you. Thank
My
you.
first question is related to the recent onboarding of Vertiv as a customer. Could you
Hmm.
provide some perspective on the current order size and the potential opportunity once the trial order has been executed?
See, the trial order is of a small value. It might be some around 10, 20 lakhs only. But thing is that this is a trial order. So generally what they do, they give us a trial order, which is their inspection or documentation is completed from our side. They have validated it from here also. Now they are into process of picking up this delivery and sending it to their office for further validations. Once that it get validated, it depends on the business what orders flow they have, but it has a huge opportunity. We now it is very difficult to quantify it, but it may add another 10, 20 crores business in annually.
Okay. And
But
what could be the
this year it is I may say that this year it will take time to complete the process. So how fast they complete the process, conversion for this year is little bit tricky.
Okay, understood. And once this 10 to 20 crores opportunity quantifies, what can be the EBITDA margins in this specific data center cooling, business?
See what I say right now, what we see now, the material prices are volatile, little bit volatile. Okay.
Right.
So in this scenario, it is very difficult for me to predict the EBITDA margin, but we expect the EBITDA margin to remain a little bit on the higher side compared to the existing.
Okay, understood. And on your existing operations, as you
Hmm.
mentioned that there are some bottlenecks on the raw material prices currently. So
Hmm.
what would be your current year EBITDA margins outlook? Can we maintain the current margins, or there is further scope of improvement? As you mentioned, you're expecting 30-35% revenue growth. So
Hmm.
can we touch 18-19% sort of EBITDA margins, or will we remain in the current 14-15 range only?
It is premature to comment on this as of now because see there are a lot of things we are trying from our side also to onboard new customers where we can improve the margins and all these things. What we expect little bit improvement in this if the situations comes into control. If
Mhm.
it is way out of our control or say it will become worse than current situation, then it is very difficult for us to maintain the margin. But what we see that it will now settle down and will get good business. Other than this, if this situation gets settled down, the demand will suddenly go up. So that also gives us an opportunity.
Understood. Just one
Thank
last
you.
question from.
Rohit, I
Okay,
would
I'll
request
just.
you to please fall back in the queue. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
We'll take the next question from the line of Deepak Poddar. Deepak, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much for this opportunity. So I just wanted to understand on the Vertiv side, the product that we are supplying, and can you throw some light? I mean, how critical, what product we are supplying there, and how critical it is in the trial order that we got. Yeah.
Pardon? आप आपका आवाज कम आ रहा है.
I was asking that in the trial order that we got from Vertiv,
हाँ.
so what product we are supplying there, how critical it is for them?
See, we are supplying the cooling distribution unit. It is a critical component, but they have already validated at our end the product which we have manufactured is of good quality. Uh, So
No,
it
come
reduces
again.
some
Uh,
operations which right now they are doing and where they are getting some issues. And even existing vendor is not able to, they have some people or they are procuring from somebody else, so they are not meeting the quality standard which we have already they have certified or validated that we are meeting the standards in the trial production.
So you're saying that the product that we supplied is already kind of validated by them as a quality standard product, which other peer were not able to. Would that be right to
Correct.
understand?
Correct.
Okay. So I mean, you are being hopeful that you can expect a good opportunity
Correct. And this is
from.
not only for this vertical, it will be go for entire data industry, data center industry.
Okay, understood. And the second question is on your pipeline. I mean, your current order book is close to 35 crores. I think close to around 35 crores. So
30,
what sort of
36 to be,
third?
it says as of now it is around 36, 37 crores.
Yeah. So what sort of pipeline we are looking at in terms of orders, and do we see Aeroflex also as our peer, and who would be your peer?
Pardon?
Uh, who would be our peers? Do we see Aeroflex as also our peer or a competitor of
See, we can say that Patel Airtime again loyal equipments है जिस जो but we can say
Hmm.
regularly हम लोग उनके साथ listed space में तो यही है मतलब पटेल एयरटाइम पे लॉयल है
Patel, Airtime, and Loy.
लॉयल
Okay,
हाँ
sure. And on the order pipeline and pattern.
Thank you, Deepak. We'll take the next question from the line of Mr. Meet. You can unmute and go ahead, please.
Yeah, hi sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Sir, so just have one question on the Varti side that so when did you start developing this CDU and how this opportunity came from Varti and matlab, how long was the development time qualification cycle with Varti? So yeah, I just want to understand that how we got this opportunity.
Basically, we are in the market. See, Mr. promoter Mr. Vivek Patil is there in the market since last 30 years. So we have our references, our connects, contacts, and all those things. So from there we get the opportunity. They send us the inquiry requirement. We understand what is the feasibility to manufacture the product at our end, and then the development started. It has taken around, say, I may say that it has taken around from initiations to now the product delivery, it has taken around a year's time.
Okay, got it. And so also one more thing on the data center side that what different solution are we providing in data center apart from CDU and to maybe which customers are we engaging and for which market and also based on negotiation with customer how
Hmm.
much big it can be for us each customer and maybe each product.
Pardon, समझन मुझे समझना था.
यस सर मैं ऐसा पूछना चाहता था कि सर जो डेटा सेंटर में अपने पास कौन कौन से प्रोडक्ट्स है
हम्म.
एंड डेटा जो वो डेटा सेंटर में जो प्रोडक्ट्स है वो
हाँ.
प्रोडक्ट्स में हम किस कौन से कस्टमर के साथ जुड़ रहे हैं एंड मे बी वो डेटा सेंटर का बिजनेस अपने लिए कितना बड़ा बन सकता है.
See, data center, all the research data and all these things, the data center is growing like anything. They are short supply of this equipments and requirement. We are manufacturing the CDU distribution unit. Again, we are manufacturing heat exchanger chillers, which they required.
Chillers also.
Pardon?
Chillers also.
Oh, heat exchanger is one kind of chiller.
Got it.
So
Okay.
till last year, we are not that focused towards data center business. From last year, we have started focusing towards the data center business and requirement. Now the market is going up, picking up. So we are not into hurry last year to supply and approach many players in one go. We want to roll out this product for Vertu first, and then we'll approach others.
Got it. And sir, you have mentioned that there is one more supplier who is not able to supply as per the specification of Varti. Can you share its name?
Pardon?
आपने जो बोला ना कि वर्ती को
वो
कोई
उन्होंने नहीं रिवील किया है मुझे कि कौन सप्लायर है क्या करके, तो उन्होंने ही जो वर्टिव ने जो बोला उसमें उन्होंने नहीं रिवील किया कि किससे उनको इशू आ रहा है.
got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Meet. We'll take the next question from the line of Rohit Ahuja. Rohit, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hello. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. So everyone is basically asking for the order from the Vertif because that is a very big company in the USA, especially in the thermal
Correct,
management
correct.
and the and this power management and work with the Nvidia and all. So that is why everyone is interested in how big this opportunity, because if we first supply this order, complete this order, then it will may open the more exposure to the company and the more orders. So that is why I believe everyone is asking the question about the vertive. So already you answered about that. So my question is like how our revenue contribution, like it is like only that in H2 always we are heavy, like main get revenue in we close in H2, and how's the margin in next year, like is it still same or it will increase operating margin?
We expect improvement in this operating profit margin. But thing is that जैसे मैंने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले बोला what I said कि जैसे in this volatile market the people started pushing for the metal price increase, or they are the typically that market controls some metal, so they try to increase the prices. That has affected. So we expect that the things should get normalized and margin will improve.
Okay, yeah. So one question, like in the data center, you answered for last few years you are not focusing much on that, but now you are started focusing on that segment, because we are getting a lot of traction in India itself for the data center. Many new data
Correct.
centers are coming up. So how you are seeing this opportunity as in the domestic market, and you also in the presentation mentioned that you are initiated DGCUQA certification to enter in the defense segment. So can you brief about that?
See, already we are supplying to through our OEMs to defense sector for so many years. Again, now government is working on the various project in defense. Again, for the nuclear power, defense, and all these things. These are the focus area of government. So there we are want to have some chunk of business. And in data center is growing very fast, and the price competitiveness or the delivery which we are able to deliver, it is very difficult for the US or Europe-based manufacturer to deliver in that fashions. And all this brand which are there in this particular segment are from Europe or USA, but they are now setting up their offices, they are setting up their sourcing partners, they are appointing the sourcing agents in India to source their requirement. So we see good opportunity in this data center space, and we expect overall business growth in that will game changer.
Thank you, Rohit. We'll take the next question from the line of Midun James. Midun, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. Again, harping back on the Vertiv order again. See, you said that your order is based on you've got an order for a CDU, right? So
Ah.
do you supply the entire CDU unit, which means you supply the heat exchangers, the motors, the skids, all put together, or are you supplying a particular heat exchanger specifically? So can you give a little bit more color on what is that you are planning to supply?
See, we are not, as of now, we are not supplying them the complete skid. We are supplying bits and pieces part to them. Okay. So down the line, it may come to us because they don't want to the player who is basically from this US or Europe based companies, they directly don't allow anybody to come and complete manufacture the complete product. They generally start some buying some component, then go now we are supplying some product again. There another unit, another department, business department is asking to supply some other product. Again, we are discussing with the carrier also for supply of this kind of product. So right now it is not a complete unit. See, there are multiple component which we can supply or we are supplying right now is the heat exchangers. Mainly, we are focusing towards heat section and distribution systems which they need, that the specialized piping and all these things that we are supplying to them. We where a process, a typical process is required, which is not a routine welding type of activity.
Okay, so you're not actually supplying the heat exchanger per se, right? In the on the CDU, you are supplying some pipings and parts of the
Correct.
CDU
Walls and
assembly.
all these things.
Sorry, sir, I couldn't get you.
Pardon?
No, I couldn't get your answer. You are not clear.
No, we are supplying this piping, again the walls and nozzles and all this is that required with this equipment. Heat exchangers, we are as of now we are not supplied them heat exchangers.
Okay, but you have the capability. You're
Yes,
saying you
yes, yes.
can
Already there are
gradually.
inquiries or discussions going on for the. They have different business units who procure some heat exchanger procurement unit is different and this is different. Hitachi we are already supplying the heat exchangers, but we are not other
Oh,
products supplying other products. IR we are supplying heat exchangers.
okay. Okay, got it. And the second question would be, recently we saw a filing of an order from Siemens Energy regarding pressure vessels. So, do you have a play in the behind the meter power equipments, which is predominantly supplied by GE, Siemens, and Mitsubishi? So, do you have a particular play? Are they your customers? So, can you give a little bit more color on that aspect as well?
Which equipment you are saying? Metering equipments?
No, we saw your filing yesterday on Siemens Energy order for pressure vessels. So, what are you supplying it for? Are you supplying it for the gas turbines, gas generators, or it is for some other industrial applications?
It is mainly for industrial applications.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Uh,
thanks. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Midun. We'll take the next question from the line of Deepak Pandey. Deepak, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hi. Thanks for an opportunity. Sir, can you quantify per CDU what is the value that we'll be supplying to Vertiv, and is it going to be a sort of exclusive contract?
No, it is not that way exclusive contracts. But right now it is not. I cannot quantify the volume which we are planning with them. But what we assess that it will be around anywhere between 15 crores, 20 crores per year per annum. And
Okay,
that
and
will that will majorly reflect from we expect it get reflected in the financial or results from the second half or maybe in the next financial year, because the process getting registered or registering as a supplier to Vertiv, it has taken a lot of efforts and time. Again, their quality standards and all this thing getting completed and then the process they complete and then they start floating orders. It will take. That is what we anticipated based on our past experience with them.
okay, got it. And down the line, do you expect the whole CDU to be assembled? And another question on that is, are you
We expect heat exchanger business from them, and in next stage, and then we expect the entire skid assembly from our side. See, generally they don't take the skid assembly from our side because it is on the site. They need to assemble it as a site. So they need this CDU unit, heat exchangers, chillers, and all these things, and they themselves establish it at their location.
Yeah. Sir, the last question would be, are you in discussion for the export as well, or this is all domestic?
This is for export.
Okay. Nothing for the domestic market? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Sir, nothing for the domestic market?
No, see, now the trial order go for export. Domestic market, if they require, we'll supply to domestic market also.
Okay, understood. Thank you, sir. I'll fall back in the queue.
Thank you, Deepak. We'll take the next question from the line of Nirvana Laha. Nirvana, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hi, thanks for the opportunity, sir. So my question is, per CDU, how much revenue contribution can we have for the parts that we are supplying?
Pardon?
Sir, per CDU, for the parts that we are supplying, how much revenue contribution can we have?
It is very difficult to quantify that.
Any ballpark number?
Because see, in CDU also, they procure some part from our side, they may procure some part from others also. And again, depend on the size, what size of project they are handling.
Sure, sir. But any ballpark number, because you are saying it can go to
We have
15,
not,
20 crores.
we have not assessed that way.
Okay. So the next question is in CDUs, sir, if I'm not wrong, they use brazed plate heat exchangers, right? BPHE. I don't think we manufacture that kind of heat exchanger, right? So correct me if I'm wrong in my understanding and whether we can make heat exchangers for Vertiv CDUs.
We don't think that they are using that because they are in discussion with us. They are well aware of us what free product we are manufacturing.
Okay, so will it, what kind of product exactly are you discussing on the heat exchanger side with them? What type of heat exchanger are you discussing with Vertiv for CDUs?
Shell and tube. With whom? CDU, data center sector.
Shell and tube.
Shell and tube.
Yeah. Shell and
Yes.
tube. V type, A type, air cooled condensers can be.
Condensers and the shell and tube heat exchangers.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nirvana. We'll take the next question from the line of Vivek Chadda. Vivek, you can unmute and go ahead, please. Vivek, you can unmute and go ahead with the question. We'll,
Hello.
yeah.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
I'm audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Thanks for the opportunity. Sir, I have two questions. So first is on your main business, sir. I was just going through the certifications we had, sir. I just get to know we have lot of good certifications like you and our stamp is like very critical, right, in pressure vessels,
Correct.
and those are real modes for the company. Sir, I wanted to understand one thing here, like what is the current capacity utilization. And sir, we are guiding for 30% revenue growth, right? And we are talking about pressure vessels, we are talking about data center cooling, and that itself is a very big opportunity. And my first question is like, what is the bottleneck, which is restricting the growth, being having, such niche certifications, and you are having a strong presence in multiple countries also. So I wanted to understand what is the capacity utilization and what is the capex needed and what is the bottleneck which is restricting the company to just, grow by 20-30%. First question is that, sir. Can you please answer it? I will just shoot up the another one after that.
So, see, current capacity utilization, it is very difficult for us to quantify in number of equipment. But what we can say, our existing plant, we have capacity to generate a revenue of both the plant put together around 200-250 crores. We can generate the revenue based on the existing setup. There are some where we are extending the shop floor by another say 50,000 square feet. Reason behind this, sometimes it happens that the space, shop floor space become a constraint or bottlenecking. So remove that, we have decided to extend the shop floor, and again the height which is required for the air cooled heat exchangers, we are not able to meet that in existing shop floor, so that we now decided to extend. Okay, and other point here is that what are the bottlenecking to for the growth. So earlier we are operating in the limited space or with the existing clients, we are focused towards servicing them. Over the period of time, it has taken a lot of efforts and time to create the credentials and this track record. And now we plan to capitalize this. Earlier, it was the way we are working is to satisfy the customer's requirement, create a good track record with them, and the focus was to serve the existing customer where we are in the space. We were not having a sales marketing office separately set up in Pune and all these things. We have strengthened the team to capitalize these kind of credentials, and we expect good results in coming years.
Okay, sir. Anything on the capex? Like this was the part of first question. So in the future, do we need to planning for any capex?
We already in the process of extension of this working workshop and some improvement in some machineries or adding some automated or semi-automated machineries to improve the process.
Okay, got it, sir. So I have another question, second question. So that is regarding, sir, the current order pipeline for the CDU and the data center cooling solution, sir. And the part is like I wanted to understand, have any hyperscales or major data centers, in India or USA? Are we going to get the approval for the company? Are we looking forward for that?
Once we get the approval and we regular order from Vertiv, it should indications to the other players that we are manufacturing quality product. And once it completed, we'll approach other players also. So
Okay, but I am talking about the data center operators. So basically, we have to get the approvals from the operators, right? So are we planning for that in future? Because that would be unlocking
data
a
center operators.
yes. So
Data
like
center
supplying this cooling
operators
center.
like
Yeah.
Amazon and all these people.
Yes, yes, sir. So supplying all the CDUs and all directly to them would be opening up new doors to us, right? So are we looking forward for that in future, or
Generally,
what is the plan?
they set they see for that matter, Amazon doesn't set up their center at their own. They
Hmm.
ask somebody, the EPC or the player like Vertiv or somebody else to set up their centers. Well, carrier again, carrier, Voltas, Vertivs. These people are setting up the data centers, or these people are taking care of the cooling data center cooling systems part.
Yes, no, sir. I'm
Every single
basically
thing.
asking not about Amazon and all. I'm asking about NTT, Yota, and STT, right? So these are the players which are, main operators of the data center, even the CFI technologies. So I'm talking about that.
Schneider is there, CBB is there.
Yeah.
We we are approaching them.
Okay. Sir, what is the last
Vivek,
question? Like,
I would just request you to fall back into. We have a big queue
okay.
here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Ayush Agarwal. Ayush, you can unmute and go ahead, please. I think we'll take the next question from the line of Prabal Jain. Prabal, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Yeah, hi, Mr. Vinayak. Sir, my first question is actually we spoke 1 year back after our IPO,
Correct.
and at that time also we mentioned that we are in the process of supplying to Hitachi Global, and once that gets approved, then we'll be having continuous supply of orders. It has
Correct.
been 1 year after that, and we are still at the same position, I think.
No,
So.
not at the same position. That time it was a general discussion. Then you also aware that that tariff issues have started, and everything has gone on the standstill. Kept on. Now then that order got reopened in last I think 2 or 3 months back, and we have manufactured the product and it's scheduled to supply now.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So this is a part of the question that I just want to understand.
Pardon? I'm not getting.
Prabal, your voice is a bit muffled. Can you just repeat the question?
Better.
No, we are not able to hear you, Prabal.
Now is it good?
Prabal, you can drop your questions in the Q&A box. We'll ask on your behalf. We'll move to the next participant in the meanwhile.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Mukesh. Mukesh, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sirs. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Sir, मेरे को ये पूछना था, now nuclear plant and hydrogen plant maybe this heat exchanger and cooling distribution parts will be used. And आपने बोला था हमने वर्टीन के साथ ये you are giving supply this. आपने किसी और दूसरा लाइक प्लेयर से भी बात हुआ है या बात चल रहा है लाइक पार्ट्स के लिए या कुछ ऑर्डर मिलने का चांसेस उसमें भी है क्या? मेरे का ये 2 क्वेश्चंस था।
हम लोग है अभी कुछ प्रोडक्ट का चल रहा है, प्रोडक्ट which we are supplying through our OEM partner. So that is already there, and once that get supplied, new project is also. हाँ, तो then we also now we are got registered with them also. So वहां से भी inquiries अभी आना चालू हुआ है।
किसे to whom you have registered? किसे हुआ है registration?
NPCL के साथ, न्यूक्लियर पावर कॉर्पोरेशन।
ओके, न्यूक्लियर पावर कॉर्पोरेशन। और ये हाइड्रोजन प्लांट के लिए भी यूज होएगा लाइक दिस हीट एक्सचेंजर एंड कूलिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन यूनिट्स?
नहीं, दिस इज फॉर क्लीन एटॉमिक पावर के लिए हो रहा है, हम जो सप्लाई कर रहे हैं क्लीन एनर्जी मिशन है, उसके अंडर है वो।
ओके।
हाइड्रोजन का उसके साथ कुछ नहीं, न्यूक्लियर का और हाइड्रोजन का कोई ऐसा कनेक्शन नहीं है।
Okay, only for nuclear use हो सकता है heat exchanger and not for
नहीं,
hydrogen.
हाइड्रोजन के लिए भी हीट एक्सचेंजर की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, उसके लिए भी हमने कुछ प्रोडक्ट डेवलप करके सप्लाई किए हैं.
Okay.
ओके, बट दैट इज नॉट कमिंग अप इन दैट एग्रेसिवली बिकॉज अभी मार्केट बहुत अर्ली स्टेज पे है.
Then a nuclear project के लिए benefit because now the government has given a nuclear project पे government is aggressively is going
फोकस
pushing.
कर रहा है, यस यस, उसमें होगा.
उसमें हो सकता है. Okay, thank you sir.
Thank you, Mukesh. We'll take the next question from the line of Prashant Pawar. Prashant, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. So I just have a couple of questions. So just want to understand what is your delivery time frame? Like what is your minimum delivery and maximum duration to deliver the product once order is placed?
see, in case of standard products which are we are supplying on the schedule base on monthly basis, this is around 4 weeks, we can say months time. In case of OEM requirement, where we are supplying them on the routine basis, these are around say anywhere between 2 to 3 months. And in case of customized requirement, it may extend up to 6 months also, depending on the certifications required and criticality of the applications. It may happen in 3 months also, but considering the certifications and all this requirement, average it will take say anywhere between 4 to 5 months or 6 months.
Okay. And then it means that you have a standard equipment and custom equipments, right? So what would be the revenue split between standard and custom in terms of percentage?
So that we already shared the presentation. कितने थे? Presentation में वही करूँगा. आपने OEM से percentage कितनी है? OEM auto OEM percentage कितनी?
So OEM is custom for you?
Auto OEM is custom.
Okay.
नहीं, auto OEM is standard. OEM is semi custom and project is 100% custom.
Okay.
There is this कैसा?
And okay.
So OEM and auto OEM, I feel it is around 60-70%, and rest
Okay.
people.
So I guess in this products, right, the major raw material would be steel, and I guess your duration is not very long, so I think the cost escalation would not be an issue, right?
Correct. See,
Because duration is
in
not
case of
long.
schedule-based supply, we have understanding with the customer. Whenever the prices go up by say 3 or 4% or 5%, we ask for this rise in cost or price. In case of other orders, we generally bid or supply our offer to them, and then the project get executed within say 3 to 4 months or 6 months. So this doesn't come that way. But in recent past जो सिचुएशन क्रिएट हुआ था उसमें बहुत ही वोलेटिलिटी हुआ पीरियड में, थोड़ा उसमें इशू आया.
Okay. And who?
Prashant, I would request you to please fall back in the queue.
Sure.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Tej Patel. Tej, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity. Sir, just wanted to know, I know you probably are not able to quantify on per megawatt basis, but when you say 10 to 20 crores probably would be an opportunity for us from Worthy. You know, what is the basis for that? I mean, you must have done some back calculation, right? When you say 10, 20.
They have given us a estimated volume, and that on that basis we are saying the product
And
trial
is it,
product which are supplying to them for that product or that type of that part, they have given us indications that this is the volume which we need annually, and on that basis we are saying
and this volume is for what parts exactly?
the part which we are supplying CD units.
No, you are supplying parts of CDUs, right, and not CDU. So I'm trying to understand what in for CDU what are we exactly
Cooling
giving?
distribution units, we are not supplying heat exchange. This is exclusive of heat exchangers. These are the piping and which assembly with related assembly.
Okay, and you said you probably will give heat exchanger as well, right?
Correct.
But sir, CDU doesn't use shell and tube, right? I'm just trying to understand. You said we probably would supply shell and tube as well, but CDU mostly use that bar and bed, I guess. I'm just trying to understand then what types of heat exchanger would we be giving and
See what they are discussing with us now. They are discussing with us for shell and tube and air cooled heat exchangers. what we can say condensers, chillers.
Okay, sir. No problem. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tej. We'll take the next question from the line of Rahil Dasani. Rahil, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
या थैंक यू सर सिंस आपने बोला कि हम वोटिव के साथ काफी उनको टाइम लगता है अप्रूव करने में तो हम उनके साथ काफी टाइम से बात कर रहे होंगे तो जस्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि टोटल वो डिमांड कितनी होती है एक साल में वो कितने सीडीयूज प्रोक्योर करते हैं तो थोड़ा हमें समझ में आए कि आपके लिए क्या अपॉर्चुनिटी साइज है
हमसे हमसे जो मांग रहे हैं ना, हम जो पार्ट
नहीं
उनको,
नहीं मैं आपसे नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं टोटल बोल रहा हूँ कि बाकी वेंडर से भी कितना टोटल आपको एक नंबर मिला
दैट इज
होगा
व्हाट जिस सेगमेंट में हमने प्रोडक्ट डेवलप करके दिया है ना, उसका उनका कहना है कि इसका रिक्वायरमेंट व्हाट वी आर एस्टिमेटिंग इसके ऑलमोस्ट 3-4 टाइम्स है।
अच्छा तो यू आर सेइंग 80 से 100 करोड़ के एनुअल
मैसिव
प्रोक्योरमेंट है
रिक्वायरमेंट है, दैट इज अ मैसिव रिक्वायरमेंट।
ओके एंड हमारा जो सीडीयू प्रोडक्ट में वैल्यू होगा वो कितना 50-60% होगा जो हमारे सब कंपोनेंट्स है अभी या उससे भी ज्यादा हो सकता है
नहीं, उससे 20-30 तक उससे कम होगा, 20-30% होगा जो अभी सप्लाई कर रहा है उसका। अगर इफ हीट एक्सचेंजर्स गोज देन इट विल इंक्रीज।
ओके एंड जो आपने बोला कि बाकी वेंडर्स यहाँ पे इशू फेस कर रहे हैं वो क्या इशू फेस कर रहे हैं and हम कैसे यहाँ पे बेटर कर पा रहे हैं
उसमें कुछ स्पेशलाइज जॉइंट्स है या वेल्डिंग है, वो हमने अचीव कर लिया है जो बाकी लोग कर नहीं पाए।
अच्छा ओके तो मोर ऑफ वो मैकेनिकल थिंग जहाँ पे वो हो रहा है
करेक्ट।
ओके एंड आपने एक और एक चीज बोली कि अभी हम अंडर अप्रूवल है हम एक ट्रायल ऑर्डर देंगे तो ये अप्रूवल टाइमलाइन क्या है यहाँ पे
नहीं, ट्रायल ऑर्डर उन्होंने दे दिया है, उन्होंने हमारा
नहीं नहीं हम जब सप्लाई करेंगे वो टेस्ट करके वापस फीडबैक देंगे तो व्हाट इज द अप्रूवल टाइमलाइन
so 2 to 3 months, हाँ वो दो दो अराउंड 2 to 3 months दे विल टेक, बिकॉज इट विल गो बाय वेस्ट बाय सी, वहां पे पहुंचेगा, उसके बाद वो उनके करेंगे उनका थोड़ा। मैं व्हाट वी ऑब्जर्व ना कि यूरोपियन और यूएस के जो लोग हैं उनका रिस्पॉन्स टाइम लंबा है।
हाँ
so that we expect another 3 months, 2 to 3 months we expect that it will get approved and will start floating, they will start floating regular orders.
समझ गया एंड एक लास्ट चीज यहाँ पे हम जो अभी हीट एक्सचेंजर और पूरे स्किड की भी बात कर रहे हैं अगर आप थोड़ा ये बता पाओ कि वो हमारे पास क्यों है या सडनली दे हैव अ लॉट मोर ग्लोबल वेंडर्स तो हमारे पास आने का क्या रीजन है एंड स्पेसिफिकली फॉर दीज न्यू हीट एक्सचेंजर्स बिकॉज लाइक प्रीवियस पार्टिसिपेंट्स भी जो आपको बोल रहे हैं फ्रॉम व्हाट वी न्यू वोटिव अलग एक्सचेंजर्स यूज करता है तो ये क्या एक सडन नई डिमांड खड़ी हो रही है इन पर्टिकुलर एक्सचेंजर्स की एंड वो हमारे पास क्यों आया अगर आप थोड़ा इस पे बता पाओ
नहीं नहीं, इसमें अभी देखो कि एवरीबडी, जैसे हम अप्रोच कर रहे हैं, बाकी लोग भी उनको अप्रोच हुए हैं, दे ऑब्जर्वर क्वालिटी, हमारा जो ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड देखा है उन्होंने, हमारे प्रोडक्ट पहले से जो चल रहे हैं वो देखा है, तो उस बेसिस पे डिस्कशन चल रहा है। तो इट इज नॉट दैट वे कंक्लूडेड कि हमसे वो इसके सिवा क्या प्रोडक्ट लेने, वंस दिस गेट कंक्लूडेड बिकॉज दे वांट टू टेस्ट आवर क्वालिटी, प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी, एंड देन मूव अहेड। तो अभी ये क्रिस्टलाइज नहीं है कि हीट एक्सचेंजर पे कितना बिजनेस कौन से प्रोडक्ट लिए उनसे कितना आएगा करके, बट वी आर सम प्रोडक्ट, वी आर डिस्कसिंग विद सम अदर कंपनीज आल्सो वेयर द प्रोडक्ट व्हिच आर दे आर आस्किंग फॉर द प्रोडक्ट व्हिच मे और व्हिच विल रिक्वायर्ड बाय वर्टिवर।
ओके ओके समझ गया एंड
Rahil, I will just yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Divyansh Avasi. Divyansh, you can unmute and go, please. Hello, Divyansh. I think we'll take the next question from the line of Rushvit Ranga. Rushvit, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hi, sir. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is the Vertu's engagement is a one-time pilot or it has a potential long-term scalable business in the
It
with
is a
the
long-term
repetition
scalable
orders, sir?
business. It is a long-term scalable business.
Sorry, sir.
It is long-term scalable business.
That's a long-term scalable business. Okay. Thank you, sir. Got it.
Thank you, Rushvit. We'll take the next question from the line of Hiren Modi. Hiren, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. Great set of numbers. Congratulations to you, sir. So my question was predominantly for the coal gasification, the way government is right now announced. So are we supplying to any of, means like I just saw in your client list, there is Thermex, there is Triveni. So, and you also mentioned that since you are extending the floor, you are having quantum of orders. So can you just specify anything working in this direction?
Not able to listen. You are not audible that way.
Okay, okay. Am I audible now, sir?
It is
Hello.
very low.
Okay. Am I audible now, sir?
can you just come closer to the mic?
Audible now, sir? Hello.
Yes, I think you're audible now.
I'm audible, sir?
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. My question was, predominantly the way you spoke in opening remarks, you are extending your floor with 50,000 square feet, and because you are having more orders right now. So the way the government has came up with the coal gasification, and you are having number of your clients like named of this Thermex and Triveni. So what do you see in this particular direction? Are there any inquiries or what exactly?
No, we are getting inquiries from these customers.
Can you elaborate something the way you are looking towards the data center, the big opportunity is coming this coal gasification?
Coal gasification.
Yes, sir.
So Triveni Turbines is manufacturer of turbines, correct?
Right.
So they are required coolers. So for which we are currently working on their requirement. So that is this opportunity which we expect to get converted.
I will just put it
Thermex
another way,
also
sir.
visited our
Yeah.
shop floor, and they are also approved, and they are required some kind of vessels for which we are discussing with them. Again, they are required some sealant or tube type heat exchangers for which we are also submitted some offers to them.
So as you mentioned, you're having more orders right now. That's why you are extending your floor. So in which particular domain from where you are getting more orders? Can you just elaborate and not,
Mainly end application is oil and gas majority.
Okay. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Hiren. We'll take the next question from the line of Sumit Kumar. Sumit, you can unmute and go ahead, please. Sumit, you can unmute and go ahead with your question.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, yeah, my question is about this data center thing itself again. एक्चुअली मैं वर्टिव की स्पेसिफिकेशन से जाके गुजर रहा था तो उधर मैं देखा दे हैव टू टाइप ऑफ सीडीयू एक L2A बोलते हैं एक L2L बोलते हैं तो अगर आपको इंफॉर्मेशन है मतलब अगर आप उस लेवल तक की इंफॉर्मेशन है तो मुझे ये जानना है कि आप किस वाले सीडीयू को सप्लाई कर रहे हो
See,
there are different models of vertex.
सपोर्ट करने वाले L2A में कम ही ऑप्शन है तो मतलब बेसिकली मैं थोड़ा डिटेल इंफॉर्मेशन जानना चाहता हूँ ये वर्टिव के किस को इस वाले कौन से वाले को सपोर्ट करेगा
नहीं समझा आवाज नहीं बीच में आपका आवाज कट हुआ
Sumit, you were not audible. Can you just repeat the question?
सर मैं अभी मेरा आवाज आ रहा है क्या
हाँ अभी आ रहा है
सर मैं फिर से बोलता हूँ एक्चुअली वर्टिव के मैं पीडीएफ से गो थ्रू हो रहा था स्पेसिफिकेशन से तो वो लोग दो तरीके के सीडीयू को सपोर्ट करते हैं वन सीडीयू इज कॉल्ड L2A विच इज लिक्विड टू एयर एंड अनदर वन इज L2L विच इज लिक्विड टू लिक्विड ठीक है तो जो L2L है वो 600 किलोवाट तक को सपोर्ट करता है और जो L2A है वो 70 किलोवाट तक को सपोर्ट करता है तो उनके स्पेसिफिकेशन में क्या लिखा हुआ है कि उनके जो सीडीयू है
वो लिक्विड टू लिक्विड वाला है हम जो कर रहे हैं वो लिक्विड टू लिक्विड के लिए जाएगा ऐसा उन्होंने जो डिस्कशन या ओवरऑल जो हमारे डिस्कशन में है liquid to liquid they that way they don't disclose the entire applications also but what we understand from the discussion it is liquid to liquid ऐसे
मेरे को समझ में आया सर एक्चुअली यही मैं जानना चाहता था क्योंकि
Hello.
To air wala L2L, they have multiple products. Yeah, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Hello.
Yeah, that is what I wanted to understand. Like it is L2L or L2A, but if it is L2L, I got my answer. So thanks and wish you good luck, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Sumit. We'll take one last question from the line of Vaibhav Jain. Vaibhav, you can unmute and go ahead, please. Vaibhav, you can unmute and go ahead with the question.
Hi, sir. My question is regarding to your opportunity in nuclear power side. So in NPCL, you are getting certain order regarding the heat exchanger, right?
Vessels.
Vessels. Okay. So it is which kind of vessel it is?
What I'm not understanding what query you.
I mean, it is pressurizing vessels
Pressure vessels.
or
It is a pressure vessels.
pressure vessel.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for which nuclear power plant you get? I mean, for upcoming Kaiga 5 and 6 or Mahibalswara, if you can just explain.
Pardon?
For which nuclear power plant you get an order? For Mahibalswara or Kaiga 5 and 6?
See, it is now not allowed us to disclose informations. So it is very difficult for me to also conclude it. And the skid is supplied by our OEM partner. So it is not directly going from us to NPCL. It is going through our OEM partner.
Okay. And sir, what may be the value? I mean, if you can just ballpark number, what may be the value of this equipment?
Of this equipment?
Yeah, pressurizer.
It is around 7. It is around 7. It is around 7 crores.
7 crores. Also, in nuclear power plants, we use a lot of heat exchanger as well. I mean, everywhere there is a heat exchanger. So we are in discussion for any heat exchanger order as well.
See, it is see what happened now. If we supply one order them to in a larger scale in successful way, all doors will open. It is now not a time to discuss with them for other orders because their quality norms, compliances norms are very stringent. Once we and right now it is proud feeling for us that their director procurement has appreciated our quality and production process and quality. So now we are into their list and we approved by them. So now it will start.
Okay, sir, just last one. Actually, we are supplying heat exchanger at many places, and heat exchanger is for many applications. I mean, where you want to reduce the temperature of anything, so you need heat exchanger. So, what is the market demand of heat exchanger now?
See, heat exchangers market is worldwide. It is growing by around say 6 to 7%, and Asia Pacific region it is growing by say 9%, 10%. But this market is predominantly dominated by the players or brand which are based in US or Europe, and now they are having office in India.
Thank you, Vaibhav. We'll take the next question from the line of Dipanshu. Dipanshu, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hello, sir. My question is on the defense sector. You said you are supplying for the defense or shipbuilding sector. I'm not sure for the past few years. So, which sector out of shipbuilding or defense you are supplying, and are there strong prospects of increasing our revenue stream as the shipbuilding take off in India? So, are you expecting your revenue expansion in that sector also, or about which products?
So we are supplying to marine applications, heat exchangers for marine applications. Submarines, our heat exchanger also used in submarines. Even the ships which they use for that defense activities. There we are supplying some engines which are used by defense, for which we are supplying to OEMs.
So how much percentage of our revenue come today from that sector, and how much we are expecting in future? Are we expecting any expansion? Is going to be the same what we are doing today?
We are expecting improvement in that, but compared to other segment, we are not that bullish on this the growth in this because government focus is now towards the data center business and what we can say clean energy segment. And oil and gas, there is a lot of opportunity. So this kind of requirement we are working it will definitely grow, but we are not expecting much faster growth in this segment.
So we are saying that even oil and gas sector can have a slightly higher growth than this segment
Yes,
moving
yes,
forward.
definitely.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dipanshu. We'll take one last question from Rahil Dasani. Rahil, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
या परफेक्ट, थैंक यू. जस्ट वन लास्ट थिंग सर, हम जो बोल रहे हैं कि हमारा ये सीडीयू वाला प्लान कंपोनेंट्स का ये एक्सपोर्ट के लिए है. इंडिया में जितना मुझे आइडिया है, एक सीडीयू की वैल्यू 1.5 करोड़ के आसपास होती है. आप अगर बता पाओ कि एक्सपोर्ट में कितनी वैल्यू होती है इसकी अप्रोक्सीमेट? टोटल मैं बोल रहा हूँ, हमारे लिए नहीं, टोटल बोल रहा हूँ मैं.
नहीं, व्हाट दे सी इज जस्ट कि एक का यूनिट. No, we have not assessed that actually the value, because they are sending us the component orders का value जो बेचते हैं उस हिसाब से.
अच्छा, बट ये गैप तो जरूर होगा ना ये इंडियन और एक्सपोर्ट प्राइसिंग में?
होगा डेफिनेटली.
और एक रीजन
अभी क्या ना, डेटा सेंटर में डिमांड इतना है ना, मार्जिन पे मुझे नहीं लगता है कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर रहा है करके.
नहीं, मार्जिन तो पॉइंट है ही नहीं, मेरी बात. वो तो वी नो कि मार्जिन अगर वो आ जाएगा तो अच्छी बन जाएगी, बट पॉइंट वो इसकी समझ में है कि टोटल डिमांड कितनी आ रही है. वो मेरा मेन पॉइंट था. एंड ऑल्सो वर्टिफ की मुझे लगता है कि एक पुणे में नई फैसिलिटी आ रही है, तो हम उसके लिए नहीं सप्लाई कर रहे हैं, हम एक्सपोर्ट के लिए सप्लाई कर रहे हैं. एनी रीजन?
दे हैव द ग्लोबल सोर्सिंग चैनल जिसके थ्रू हमने उनके साथ अप्रोच किया और उनको सप्लाई कर रहे हैं. वंस वी गेट अप्रूव्ड बाय ग्लोबल चैनल तो लोकल में तो सप्लाई कर ही सकते हैं, उसमें कोई इशू नहीं है.
अच्छा, ओके. बट एज ऑफ डेट सिर्फ एक्सपोर्ट का प्लान है अभी तक इंडिया?
अभी क्या ना, अभी हम लोग हियर इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ गेटिंग ऑनबोर्डेड ऑन दैट, मतलब एक लेवल पे ऑनबोर्ड हो चुके. प्रोडक्ट उनको जाके वैलिडेट करना बाकी है. अदरवाइज दे हैव देयर टीम, global sourcing persons, local peoples, they have visited our facility, they have inspected the product. They are happy with the quality of product which are manufactured. Now the product is entire, the trial order is ready with packing and all these things. They need to pick it up and get it validated from their global quality checks.
परफेक्ट. एंड हमें आइडिया नहीं होगा कि एज ऑफ डेट और कितने वेंडर्स हैं जो ये सेम चीज करके दे रहे हैं वर्टिफ को?
वो जो डिस्कशन में जो आ रहा है ना, इंडिया में है मेरे सबसे 3-4 लोग है, उससे ज्यादा नहीं है.
अच्छा.
बाकी सब चाइना में है, बट दे आर फेसिंग लॉट ऑफ इश्यूज विद चाइना. वो चल रहा है हर जगह पे, थोड़ा सा फोकस चेंज कर, कंसंट्रेशन चेंज करने के हिसाब से.
समझ गया. ओके सर, दैट वुड बी ऑल. थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, एंड ऑल द बेस्ट.
थैंक यू.
Thank you. Due to the paucity of time, that was the last question for the day. Sir, would you like to give any closing comment before we end this conference call?
So we are trying to improvise the performance day by day. We are exploring avenues to improvise the profitability as well as sales. And we feel that next financial year we'll be able to do better than what we did in the last financial year. So current financial, we are looking at a good, reasonably good growth over the period of say next 8 to 10 months. That is what we can say.
All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you to the management team for giving us the time. Thank you to all the participants for joining us on the call. This brings us to the end of today's conference call. You may all disconnect now. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.